Oh man, fellas, if you are experiencing business slowing down or income stagnation or income inconsistency, your income going up and down and things are just not as consistent as you would like to, especially if it's after relationship tension, friction, or sexual frustration in your dating life or in the intimacy sector of your life, this is not a coincidence at all. I'm here to tell you that this is cause and effect. Now, as men, especially as business owners, we like to rationalize, and we think that business growth and income growth has to do more so with strategy, or it's more so of a mental game or business performance. In fact, I did this for many years. I would look outside of myself and think it was my softwares, my marketing, my advertisement. Something had to be off with inside the funnel process or my company. But the thing is, it's not really strategic or anything outside of us. Business is also heavily physical and heavily sexual. In fact, the way that you fuck as a man or lack thereof is directly correlated with your business growth and trajectory and your income. And the funny thing is, when we're not sexually settled on a primal level as men, it shows up as uncertainty and a fear of making final decisions. You'll struggle with finality in the sense of making big decisions. You'll find yourself hesitating with inside work, with inside your relationship. You'll find this hesitancy to your nature. You're also gonna find yourself struggling with holding the line in your business or just in your life in general. Let's say you're in sales. You're gonna find yourself struggling with your pricing and moving pricing around when you get some friction from the market, when you get some pushback from your clients, when you get some pushback from your girlfriend, your wife. You're gonna notice that you start to change a little bit, whether this be change your prices or even bend a little bit on your values. And this is all because you're sexually unsettled. Now, what took me a long time to realize in my personal life when I was sexually unsettled, especially early on in my entrepreneurial journey, is that as men, when we are sexually unsettled, our central nervous system will kick into alert mode, but it won't be focused. I'll say it again, because it took me at least a couple of years to understand this. When you are sexually unsettled on a primal level as a man, your central nervous system will go into alert. It'll be alert, but you won't be focused. And when your central nervous system is not focused as a man and as a leader, this looks like an inability to be patient. You'll struggle with patience. You'll also struggle with long-term thinking and your ability to be a visionary as a leader, as a father, as a et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You'll also find yourself losing risk tolerance, which these are all traits that as a leader, as a father, as a business owner are vital for our growth, whether that's personally as a man or in your business. And so this looks like you being unable to consistently grow or you go up and down, and it's never consistent, all because of a lack of sexual settling, which affects your central nervous system, thus leading to the reason why your income is inconsistent. Why you might have a 40K a month, 70K a month, 20, 10, whatever industry you're in, but you can't hold that level of success. It's not sustainable. Now, as I said before, as men, we're gonna try to rationalize this. Like you're probably watching this video thinking, well, Doug, this kind of doesn't make sense to me. This is kind of abstract. Okay, well, this isn't here for it to make sense to you, motherfucker. It just is what it is. Like, you're not gonna be able to scale your business until you're grounded sexually, period. I don't care what you've done, what numbers you've done. You're not gonna be able to sustain your growth if you're not grounded sexually as a man. For me, growing up, I used to admire really successful guys. I would even almost pedestalize them. I would study and I would read. And I realized that there was no difference between those guys or those guys in you or those guys in me. The only difference is that their central nervous system could handle more pressure and tension. And more than likely, they were sexually free. The guys that truly have it all, right? Because the truth is, until you can ground yourself on a sexual level and condition your central nervous system to be able to handle the exact level of success you want, by the way that you fuck your wife, your woman, by the way that you express yourself in deep intimacy and in deeper self-mastery. Until you can do that, your income will be all over the place, the same way your sexuality is. That's a fact. And throughout the years, the one way that I have found that I could settle my central nervous system and be sexually free, because I do want to be clear, when we talk about being sexually settled, I'm not talking about how you perform sexually. Did you make your girl come, or did you use this combo move that you saw on whatever website y'all be on? Hey, what I mean is your central nervous system being able to handle tension when tension arises in your life in every single area, which is directly connected to the way that you fuck and the way that you express yourself sexually as a man. The only one way to do this is to fully integrate the identity so that the person that makes the decisions in your life or in your business and the person that executes are the same people. But when you have a fragmented identity, it looks like this. The person that makes the decisions, the person that executes, the person that thinks about it, the person that's in this position sexually in your life, the husband, the father, whatever you are, they're all at different levels of confidence. And when you're at different levels of confidence in different parts of your life, a process of entropy happens, which is the measure of disorder. And you better believe if you have disorder in one facet of yourself as a man, what's done in darkness will always come to light. So it's going to cause chaos and dismantle every other facet of your life. This is why you have to integrate the identity so that the person that's making all of these decisions is one confident and congruent, rooted, integrated man. This is exactly what I teach in my one-on-one mentorship, Modern Day Renaissance Men, where I help ambitious men, entrepreneurial men, dogs, learn how to fully integrate their identity so that they can condition their central nervous system to handle the consistent success that deep down they desire so bad. Look, I'm not talking to a group of guys who are not competent. You don't lack competency, you don't lack strategy. What you need to learn is how to fully integrate your identity. Tap that first link down below. You're gonna book a call. You're gonna get on a call directly with me or somebody from my team. We're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna assess you, see what's going on with you, and if it makes sense, we're gonna move forward. And I'm looking forward to speaking to you or not. Salute.